Alright guys, this is an FSD 14.2.2 video. This update just came out about a couple hours ago. So looking at the release notes, everything is identical here. The only changes are in arrival options. This little note here, the navigation pin will be adjusted based on the selected arrival option. I'm confused by that because I'm dead certain that that was something that was already happening. So we'll see. I'll kind of test that a little bit, but yeah, I'm just going to get Grok to give us like a route to take where we're going to do probably mostly highway driving because lane change hesitancy is a big one. And as well, we'll do destination parking. I'll probably go to Costco and somewhere else. So we will see how this goes. And then circle back towards home.
Route set. Costco Langley first, then high.
Okay, so kind of worked. Like we'll go to Costco first. I was still talking, but whatever. So we are off. So something I'm going to do right now. So for those of you wondering, by the way, I'm at about 3,000 kilometers driven since 14.2. 94% of that is on full self-driving. And I still to date have not had one safety related disengagement on 14.2. So just for the sake of like breaking them apart, I'm going to go into my trips tab here. And then 14.2, I'm just going to reset this. So we're now at this, and I'll rename it 14.2.2, save. So now we have FSD stats for 14.2, but then also 14.2.2 specifically. I'll try and do that for each version as we go through them. Coming up here to the stop sign, full stop. It was fine, but definitely a full zero stop. There's a Jeep coming, so we crept forward and stopped appropriately. Nice job there. So I asked a few of you on X and on YouTube and on Reddit, because I posted on all three saying that the update was out, and just asked for people to give me like any comments on what you wanted tested. The things that I got, I'll put on the screen right now, but lane change hesitancy was by and large the top thing mentioned. And then the second thing that you all seem to really want is destination parking to be better, which I fully agree with. So I'm really hoping both of those things are improved, because otherwise, honestly, this version is so good that most of the drives are pretty unremarkable. Like, it's hard for me to find things to talk about, to the point that half of my videos now are me talking about just like the latest Tesla or EV news, because the car doing everything appropriately isn't that exciting anymore. It's just kind of to be expected. So for now, I'm going to keep it in hurry just to kind of test the hurry profile. People are asking me the aggressiveness of hurry and how it does getting up to speeds. Oh. We're stopping for no reason right here. Okay. That is unfortunate. I'm guessing it was because of the bus. Maybe. I snapshotted that. That wasn't a harsh brake in the way that 14.1 had brake stabbing. That felt like it was all regen braking. So for anybody that drives a Tesla, perhaps you'd know the difference. Like, that felt like I just lifted my foot off the pedal, the accelerator, and we braked as hard as regen would allow without any actual like physical braking. Whereas 14.1's harsh braking was like you took your foot off the pedal and like put your foot fully on the brake. Not saying what it did just there was good. It was definitely bad. I snapshotted it, but just to give you an idea how different that felt than 14.1. And yeah, I have to assume it's that bus. Nice drop through here. We're all backed up because of the train, so you probably saw us fast forwarding all that. A bunch of people were just taking what wasn't a turn lane to get through, which is totally human behavior. I wasn't really expecting the car to do it, but then there was a point where you could see that the lane was open and the car took that decision to make an aggressive move to get ahead. So I really like that. That was all well done there. Okay, so that person's turning, so we could definitely just go. Perfect, well done. Nice job. For the sake of things, I'm gonna destination park here first, just because Costco's wild. Even in FSD version 20, I feel like parking here will be a struggle, especially around the holidays. Whereas this will give us very quickly a good idea of how it's doing parking between the lines and things like that. So we're gonna turn in here and we're gonna do park at parking lot. Okay, so this is gonna be my first experience of version 14.2.2 destination parking. So let's see what it does here. Okay, gonna back in. We might be able to do it in one go. Okay, nice job. Perfect. Amazing. That was a back in right near the destination, one go. So really, really well done there. We'll obviously test that more, but that felt really good. For the people that are maybe critiquing, and I understand, we've chosen to park in a busy part of the parking lot, whereas like there's all these spots open. Like I think that sort of like granular detail to like where and how you want to park is going to come later, perhaps 14.3, 14.4, whatever version it's going to be. For right now, I'm just looking at overall parking behavior as far as like between the lines, how confident it is getting into spots, how many turns it takes to get into the spot. So what I wonder also here, this is good. This is a good unprotected left. We could use the middle lane. Any human would. So after this, I would personally go into the middle lane. But I don't know. Yeah, so FSD is not going to. Like, we have cars coming from there. But this truck, so now it's wide open on the left. We could definitely go sit in that middle lane. But that's fine. We're going to wait, and we could go now. I've definitely had it use this middle lane. Not this exact middle lane. I've had it use a middle lane in the past in situations like this. It does seem random, and I don't know. I could see the argument absolutely both ways, where it's safer to not or it's safer to wait. There's just situations in really bad traffic where I think you could sit there, or in a situation like in a spot like that, for basically ever if you never use that middle lane. Okay, really good job here. Traffic is backing up because it's Costco, because it's the holidays. People are, I think, getting backed up to get into this parking spot. And we stopped back there to make sure we could clear the intersection. But it did it really smoothly, so well done there. I think, for the sake of this video, we're going to bail on Costco because this parking lot's just going to be not enjoyable to watch. I think it's just going to be me waiting a bunch, not in a fun way. So we'll go to London Drugs instead, which is just right here. I'll do like a dedicated video tomorrow even, just to Costco. I just want to get this drive done and edited as soon as possible. Okay, so we're never going back to Costco at this time of the year for quite a while probably. We're going to test destination parking instead here at Save On. So let's see how this goes. Oh, I have it on curbside. Let me change that. Park in the parking lot. So for anybody that doesn't know, what I just did, curbside is like a robo-taxi style drop-off where it'll drop you off right at the front door. Super handy if you have somebody in the car that needs to get dropped off somewhere. Curbside is great. I want to test how it actually handles the parking lot itself, so that's why I'm changing to parking lot. And now what we're going to do is just drive until we find a parking spot. So let's see what it does here. I'm curious, like, so there's obviously parking right there. There's parking right here. Okay, here we go, perfect. Nice job. So we're nose in parking here. Makes sense. And I think we're bang on between the lines. Let's see. Yeah, that's a perfect park job. So 2 for 2 on the park jobs. Nice job, Tesla. Let's go to BC Liquor. No, that'll be crazy busy. Best Buy. So we'll poke around at a few more spots here, and then I'll go up towards the highway, and up there we'll be able to kind of test the lane change hesitancy a bit more. Really good job backing up there. Good job moving around. Okay, good job being assertive, but we pulled out in a way that's almost blocked. I mean, we have blocked the lane. Okay, nice job. We can come to a full stop and then just basically follow this car right here. I think I would go. There's a car coming, but yeah, this makes sense. Nice job. Okay, four-way stop. I honestly don't know. Should we go or they go? Oh, okay, nice. I think we arrived basically the exact same time as that person. You'll be able to tell in the video. So I really appreciate that FSD was assertive there and made the decision to go rather than hesitate and be awkward. So really good job there. Okay, so park in parking lot. Let's see how we do here. Okay, we should go right now. We should. I don't know why we're waiting. We're hesitating for no reason. So I'm gonna have to press the thing. This person's being weirdly slow, but we could have definitely turned left around them, and I'm surprised we didn't. Okay, it looks like two spots right here. I'd imagine we're gonna nose in. No, oh, if it doesn't take them, that's good. Those are both handicap spots. What's it gonna do? Okay, that's great that it avoided those. I don't know if it's fluke, but those are definitely handicap spots, and it definitely avoided them. Waiting for this person, good job, and I assume then we'll move forward. But I think we're kind of waiting for this person to come out too. Kind of weird hesitation here. And a bit of like steering wheel jitter. Okay, so we shouldn't take those two spots. That's great to see. We've passed, and that's a spot. Okay, amazing. And we're maneuvering to back in. You could tell it almost wanted to back, or like nose in for a second, and then it decided it's like, no, I'll back in instead. And I think it's gonna do it in one again. It's fine. We're a little close on the one side, for sure, but we're between the lines, which is still really, really good. So, nice job there. So why don't we go to Home Depot? Okay, full stop when we can go. Good job. Okay, so destination park at Home Depot. All right, so it shouldn't take these front spots because again, these are reserved for whatever curbside pickup. Can park here, that's definitely a fine spot. Or could nose in here. Okay. Perfect, that's a good park job. Tiny bit to the left, but like overall, that's a very, very good job parking. So, okay, we'll use Grok. Hey, can you navigate me to the McDonald's that's further up 200th towards the highway?
Sure. Heading to the McDonald's at 4061 200th Street in Langley, about 5 kilometers up 200th Street.
You don't have to say anything else, just select it and put it into the route.
Got it. Navigation set to that McDonald's. Route active. 17 minutes away.
Okay, so that's too bad. That's the wrong one. Like, I'm trying to go, this is the highway. I'll clarify Highway 1, but there's a McDonald's right here somewhere. McDonald's. So let's try that again. Can you navigate me to the McDonald's that's up near Highway 1 on the 200th Street? You don't have to tell me anything, just put it into the route.
Navigating to the McDonald's at 202026 Avenue in Langley, British
Okay,
Columbia.
just select it, please.
Got it.
Okay,
Route set to the...
so that one's wrong too. So just to give you guys an idea of how Grok navigation works, I think it's good. I just think it's not quite like perfect yet, right? Like I'll try one more time here. There's a McDonald's that's north of here towards Highway 1. It's along 200th Street and it's on the right-hand side. Can you navigate me there? You don't have to reply to me at all. Just put it into the navigation and so I can go. So that again. That's the wrong one again, right? That's south towards the wrong one. Here's Highway 1. So anyways, I will manually do it. Cool. Nice job backing up. Great job getting out of here. Okay, so as we head up here, I just want to take a minute to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that's Sentry Pro. So quick break to tell you about something I wish Tesla already did, and that is real-time notifications from Sentry mode. So with the Sentry Pro app, if you have a person trying to break into the car or suspicious activity, you're going to get those notifications pushed directly to your phone in real time in a way that the Tesla app currently does not do. So Sentry Pro lets you set up automatic responses from flashing the lights to actually honking the horn, which turns Sentry mode in the car from something that's a bit more passive to something that will actually deter people that are walking by and are close to the vehicle. It's built by an official Tesla developer. It's using Tesla Fleet API, and it's privacy first. That's no tracking and no data reselling. So another really cool thing is that it works without premium connectivity and it works on all Tesla models. So you're going to get those notifications reliably on any vehicle with or without premium connectivity. So right now they're offering 20% off their lifetime subscription. I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. I think you can use my code. If I do have one, I'll put it right here. And if you have any questions, please let me know, but let's get back to the drive. Cool, so I hope you enjoy that. That's my first ever channel sponsor, video, whatever you want to call it. Video sponsor video. I've been very selective about who, oh, good job on the lane, by the way. The whole reason we're here is lane change hesitancy, and the car just did a great job, so nicely done. Yeah, I just want to be transparent. Like I've turned away and really like hesitated with having sponsored content on the channel because I want to only ever suggest you all get something if I would use it myself. And from what I'm seeing of the Sentry Pro app, I think it's a really cool thing. Like I said, there's just things that the Tesla app doesn't do that I wish it did, that Sentry Pro does do. So nice job. No hesitation there. There's no cars around right now. Well, like not close enough that the lane change, from what I was seeing, the lane change hesitancy would be if like 2 cars ahead, if we were trying to squeeze into that gap, which is a totally fine gap to squeeze into, the car would really like hesitate on that. So hopefully we can find more of that. I'm about to be on the highway. So this is something I can choose a different parking style. So let's see, parking garage. Okay, so that pin updating is I think what they're talking about, but I'm nearly dead certain that this worked this way before. So I don't know. I'll have to look at my old videos, but I know for certain that if I would change this sometimes, this route would change. Okay, so we're heading to a bakery first, actually, before McDonald's here, so see how we do. Again, this video is just going to be very destination parking / highway at the end heavy because to me, the rest of FSD is pretty close to perfect. These are the things that we're struggling with today. So that, I wouldn't park there. This is not a spot. What it's trying for isn't a spot. It's like a pathway. So, what's its plan here? I hope it doesn't do this. Oh, please bail on this. This isn't a spot. This isn't a spot. This isn't a spot. Okay, so I had to disengage there. I'll report that. So it's trying to park between two lines, which is, I get it, but it's not a spot. Like I said, that's like a walking path. Not safety critical, and maybe as it backed in more, it would have like bailed on that spot. I just didn't want someone to come out while we were parking there. Okay, so after this truck, I would definitely move forward, and then I would go because there's nobody coming, and then just cut through. Perfect, nice job. And this should be easy. There's a ton of parking spots here, so. Probably beside the white truck, I'm guessing. Cool, nice job. One shot directly between the lines, really well done. This will be testing highway, which would be lane change hesitancy, hopefully as much as we can. Again, it's tough. In the video I just posted yesterday, I drove 200 kilometers on FSD 14.2.1.25 and really and truly had very, very little lane change hesitancies come up. Like, although I'm aware that it's an issue, the driving, for me, at least for the most part, I don't really run into that problem. I don't know if it's just because we don't have as busy of roads or whatnot. So it's going to be hard for me to put the car in situations where we're seeing that. But I'll do my best. Okay, so we have our own lane, so no, kind of, not really. I would pull forward, like we have a merge lane that we should use. I see these vehicles are all one lane ahead, so I'm gonna just kind of coach it a little bit with the pedal because there's someone right behind us. Okay, so this is a good situation. We have a vehicle there and we're choosing to take the, nice job. That distance is probably where FSD previously would struggle with the lane change, and we didn't. Like you can see the car's right behind us. It was close when we made that lane change, so that was well done. And now we're gonna get one over. Same thing, we have cars close. Beautiful, I didn't see any hesitation there. And we're gonna have to get one over again at some point here. And this will be a good situation. This will be a good test. All right, so we're gonna have to get one, maybe even two lanes over pretty quick here, and traffic is definitely quite backed up. So this is a situation where we need to be aggressive with our lane change, unless we get super lucky with the break in traffic, but. Okay, one over, and then we gotta get one more over. We got kind of lucky, but well done. We're stopping way back, so I'm gonna press this up. The car was trying to stop here, we have to stop here. So only because there's a vehicle like right behind us. See, it's confused too. This is where we're supposed to be. I don't know if you'll see it in the video in case it didn't come across in person, but like, so the left lane stops here and then we stop way further up. It's just the way these stop lanes. So the car was trying to stop back here. Okay, so I mean, it's dark, it's rainy. Let's see how FSD does getting on the highway here. We are on 14.2.2, latest version. We're gonna be testing lane change hesitancy and just overall driving. Nice job. So I'm gonna put it in standard, hoping that we have traffic. There's like a bit of traffic behind us. I want that traffic to catch up to us, and then I want to put it in a mode where it wants to change lanes. And I also want to take this, I'm not trying to be too negative again. I think this is very cool. I just want to mention one thing in case there happens to be anybody at Tesla watching this. This is a situation in Vancouver at night when it's raining. The highways are, people quite often go under the speed limit. You can see we're slowing down now. With the new speed profiles, when I was in chill, we were still going 100, and in sloth, we would cap out at 100. It would just be really nice to have a max speed. And I know people say it all the time, and I know Tesla, you folks seem to not want that, but there definitely are situations where at night when it's pouring rain, I don't want to go the speed limit. I want to go less than it, and FSD usually wants to go at least the speed limit. So yeah, just a remark. It would be really nice to be able to lower your top speed. But anyways, I'll put it in hurry just so we can hopefully get... Okay, good lane change. We have a car close. No hesitation at all. And then right away, I'm going to put it back in standard, hoping that we get over. Signal on, moving over. That was perfect. Okay, so I'll wait. There's another block of traffic here, and as soon as that traffic comes up, I'm going to put it back into hurry. Okay, so I'm going to put us back into hurry. I'm getting this notification, poor road condition detected, maximum speed limited. I don't think I've seen that before. I've seen that error, but I haven't seen that error as often while switching profiles. Really good job. That car is close that we just made the lane change into, and right away we switched. I'll put it back into chill to see if we get over. I'm forcing the car to do a lot more like dancing around than usual. Okay, good job here. Like maybe 2 seconds too long on that signal, but that wasn't a big gap that it was squeezing into, so I'm totally happy with this. Then we're gonna get one over. Yeah, this is all feels really good. So that was brief, but that was me kind of like shooting through all the lanes, left to right as much as I could. I can try one more time, putting into Mad Max. Yeah, getting that error, or not error, warning, straight away. Okay, so Mad Max is on. There is a car there. We're gonna move over straight away. Nice job. And slowing down as traffic in front of us is. Okay, it's gonna go one over. Yeah, sure, that's fine. I'm kind of okay with this because now it's gonna be very forced. I'm gonna put it into chill, and it's gonna have to move over. It's gonna have to watch out for this guy. We're slowing down. There's a person there. I mean, I'm sensing no hesitation at all. We're gonna get one more lane over right now. To me, that was all handled really, really well. So again, lots of what maybe felt like unnecessary lane changing, but that's because I was scrolling through. I'm going to Mad Max. I'm going between Mad Max and chill to like get us doing this much movement as possible to test lane changing. I think if I was in standard or chill the whole time, we probably would have just camped in one lane, which I would have been, if I wasn't recording a video, that's what I would have wanted the car to do, and I'm sure that's what the car would have done. But given that I was telling it to move around, it was doing a really, really good job there. Oh, are we not supposed to turn left here? I don't think we are. I don't know. I'm disengaging. I changed the nav because I was just going to go home. I don't turn left there. That might not be an FSD thing. I have no idea. Good job. There's a car there. We took the spot perfectly. Yeah. Someone that knows the area where we just were and isn't an idiot like me. Here, I'll even ask Grok. I was just going through a traffic light, and above the traffic light, there was a green circle with a straight arrow. Does that mean I'm not allowed to turn left at that traffic light?
Yes, in British Columbia, like here in Surrey, a steady green circle with a straight ahead arrow above the traffic light means you can only go straight. No left turns allowed. It's a protected straight through signal to keep things safe.
Okay. So according to Grok, what the car was just trying to do was wrong. And I would have guessed that as well, because I don't think I've ever turned left there. So I'm going to skip doing destination parking at the mall just because I think it's a bit too crazy. Here, we can destination park. I'm actually curious. We're going to try and park at this charger. The last time, I think I did it during a live stream, but the last time it tried to park here, it looks like it's going to do the same thing. It's going to park underground in a parking spot. That, like, the chargers, I don't actually know where they are, but I think they're in there up top, and where it tries to go is here in the parking garage. So it's a fail due to like bad nav data. The only interesting bit is we get to see how it handles a parking garage. We're on the wrong side. Oh, wrong way. Okay, I'm gonna mark that. So we were on the wrong side there as we entered. We should have entered on the right. Yeah, this is exactly where it tried to park for me last time. And as far as I can tell, there's no Tesla chargers up here, down here, in here. That is handicap parking. So let's see. I can see that it says disabled parking. Hmm? Interesting. A fail, obviously, because we're in a handicap spot. Let me get us out of here one sec. So that was, yeah, really interesting. Like, because it's a fail, because we shouldn't have parked here, because it's a handicap spot and it's not a charger. So, but because handicap spots are so wide, when it parked in the center, it's almost like it was looking for a line to be near. So it corrected itself and put itself up against one of the sides as maybe like a check to be like, well, if I'm parking, I need to be parked snug against the line. I haven't ever seen it do that before. Okay, interesting. Good job on the park. Great job on the park. Nosed in, nailed it. The issue that's happening right now is it's parking really close, but we're underneath. Like it doesn't understand that we're, you know what I mean, in a 2-level thing. So it's not getting that it's parking up top. It's thinking it's, yeah. Okay, so let's just park there. Park, street parking. So the car has to get out of the underground parking lot here. I would guess we would go back the way we came. Unless there's another exit. Oh, there's the Tesla chargers. Okay, so they are underneath here. It's still parking at not the right spot. It should have parked here. Good job slowing down for the Jeep. So I can see exit, turn right. That's the exit, and that's the exit. Are we parking? Wow. That's interesting. We're super far from where we're actually going. Like we're, 200 meters, but I still wouldn't expect a destination park here. Great park job. Okay, let's instead just go. Okay, so we should go right if we want any chance to get out. Okay, nice job. And then if we go left, we'll get out. Perfect. See, you want to fault FSD for it? This person was about to do it too. This human driver seemed like they were ready to come in on the wrong side of the parking garage. Not saying FSD should have made that mistake. It's just humans aren't perfect drivers at all either, right? Okay, so we're gonna head towards home. That should get us back on the highway, testing lane changes again. And then for anybody watching this video, just leave a comment, because probably tomorrow midday sometime, I'll go out and do another video during the day and just do a little bit more testing with 14.2.2 to see what I notice. But if there's anything specific you want me to test within reason, I definitely will. Leave it in the comments. And yeah, also, since we're driving right now, I will say thank you so much to everybody that Thank you so much to everybody that responded. Oh, we drove over kind of a tree branch. That was fine. Thank you so much to everybody who responded to my question, because I asked in my last video, who watches these videos? Are you Tesla owners? Are you not Tesla owners? Do you have FSD? Do you not have FSD? And it just really helps me like kind of curate these videos, because if I'm explaining something that's dumb obvious to a Tesla owner, and you're all Tesla owners, it doesn't really make sense for me to be saying those things. So it was really great to see who my audience is, and it just will help me make videos better for all of you watching in the future. So thank you so much for that. That's great. Appreciate it. I personally wouldn't have gone into this lane. So a little bit of that was definitely unnecessary lane changing, right? Like we're turning right up here. We signaled to get into the left lane with no traffic around, and then had to dart back over to the right lane. Okay, so we got to merge. I would slow down. Doesn't this lane end? That was good. We took the whole, we merged exactly where we should have there. We took the whole zipper lane. Felt pretty human like what we just did. So great job there. Very like hurry, aggressive to get up as far ahead as it could have and change lanes. We're moving straight away over. Really good job. And then we're in a hurry, so we might even go one over in a second here. Yep, and we have a car, again, at a distance that I think 14.2.1 would have struggled with. So nice job there. I'm gonna straight away put it back into chill. Okay, so I'm gonna put the right turn signal on just to force us over. And FSD ignores it. So let's try again once we get up past here. I don't love that in sloth mode we're in the fast lane. I'll see. Hopefully it does it on its own right here. No. Okay, so I'm gonna put the right turn signal on again. Okay, so good job getting over. I'm gonna do it again. So I'm putting us here just so I can again put us back into hurry to test. So something that's making me remember, so as I'm scrolling to Mad Max, it's saying the max speed is limited, which is good, of course, because it's raining. It's interesting, in Rivian's new universal hands-free or whatever, their new cruise control that they just came out with, they have, is it mild, medium, and spicy? They have 3 driving profiles: chill, standard, and hurry, effectively, just named differently. Something that I found interesting is in weather like this, they just remove the fast profile. So it would be in situations like this, and I completely agree. There's no need for Mad Max to really exist in this kind of weather. So when you're in this kind of weather, you lose the spicy profile. And I wouldn't hate if Tesla did that. Rather than say like max speed limited, it's just, there is no hurry in Mad Max when it's like inclement weather, because you shouldn't be driving like hurry or Mad Max. I don't know. Let me know what you think. That's what Rivian's chosen to do, at least. So, okay, we have our signal on. Great job. So to me, I don't know. Lane changes weren't that big of an issue, but I feel like I'm trying to stress test it as much as possible here. They all feel really good, especially given the conditions. Okay, oh yeah, I was gonna put the signal on. It's doing it on its own, and it's moving over. Great job. Okay. Perfect. Really good job. Okay, if we go right after this, beautiful. As soon as the car's gone, yeah. No. That all feels really, really good to me. And I'm sitting here kind of like battling with how I want to talk about any potential changes to the nag. I think, to be honest, if you want a content creator, ooh, good job, that's gonna showcase the nag in a way that's them like fully using their phone, eyes off the road, I'm not going to be that person for you, so you'll have to find somebody else, because I've talked about it before on the channel, but this is full self-driving supervised. This is not unsupervised. So in my opinion, until Tesla wants to take responsibility, I need to be the person in control of this car and watching the road, and I think it's irresponsible to not do that. So outside of testing it with perhaps Jay sitting in the passenger seat where I can look away from the road, I'm not really going to do situations where I'm staring at my phone for extended periods of time, because I don't think you should be. But who knows? It might be improved in 14.2.2. The nag might be turned off. I won't know, like I said, until it becomes unsupervised. And I know there's a lot of friends I talk to that use it that way, that like to use their phones. That's fine. I'm not trying to be like a nanny about it. I just, for my own personal sake, I'll never use my phone in that way while using this piece of software. I'll test looking at the screen a bit. So here, let's bring up podcast. Again, the road's in my peripherals, and we're moving super slow, so I don't expect to really get any bit of nag here. Oh, actually, we are getting a nag. Pay attention to the road. So I'm curious if it's gonna strike me out. I can test it. I'm gonna keep doing this until it strikes me out and see what happens. Okay. So it's effectively a driver inattentive warning. I don't know what it's gonna do. Hazards are on. I think now it basically just wants to pull over. Okay. I appreciate that it's doing it. It's weird right now we're driving with our hazards on, which is confusing people, and we're kind of between two lanes. Oh, it parked. Oh, interesting. In the past, I've seen that on the this is the first time I've ever tested on the highway. In the past, I've seen, because that's the driver inattentive, driver asleep, whatever you want to call it, warning. In the past, I've seen it find a safe spot to pull over. I don't know, maybe it's because the traffic is so bad that it's deeming this to be a safe spot and it just parks in the middle of the highway. But yeah, I'll test that again tomorrow in my next video to see if that's something that's changed in this version. I just turned off the lights, so that camera's going to be way worse. I'm just doing this to see, for these night drives, if the cabin light on is better or worse. So let me know, because you will have just watched probably a bunch of time lapse with it on, which lets you see the steering wheel and the inside of it more, but I just worry that there's like glare from the outside. So whatever looks better, please let me know in the comments. it might be obvious to me when I'm editing too, which is better, but I'll do whatever looks better, I'll do. So again, lights off is this view, lights on is going to be this view where you got to see this probably a bit more and you see me more obviously as well. I just worry that there's glare or something on the windshield for this main camera, but yeah, we are 9 minutes away from home, so I guess I'll just wrap this video up for the most part. I mean, first of all, I just want to talk about how impressive the fact is, like, it's pitch black, it's pouring rain, like very, very, very rainy right now, and FSD did an incredible job. Like, I put it through its paces on the highway as much as I could, changing lanes. It's very busy, and through all that, there was no struggle. Like, it nailed all that, so really, really, really good job there. Is lane change hesitation fixed? I don't know. From my short drive tonight, it feels really good. I'll test in the morning, but from what I'm seeing, to me I didn't experience one situation where it felt like the car was hesitating. Parking lot behavior, I'd say that's still a work in progress with maybe a bit of improvement, because I think we saw every park job it did was really good, obviously. No parking over the line, no parking crooked, but it still is making bad decisions on where and how to park, and I think a lot of that is just to do with like context, nav data, like it's a bunch of things, but ultimately like the car was trying to park at that supercharger, but the location it had was wrong, so you would need a brain to understand contextually. It's like, hey, I'm trying to go to a supercharger, I'm not parking at a supercharger, let's go find it. Whereas it's not doing that right now. It's just going close to the pin that it's being told is the charger. We're still parking in handicap spots, which isn't good. So, room for improvement, but there is improvement. Us going in the do not enter in the parking garage, again, reading and context would fix so much of that. That's what I think that's what 14.3 is. I think 14.3 is like the car's gonna have to understand how to read signs or do something, because like somebody posted on X the other day, a couple weeks ago or whatever, and it really hit me. Like, if I was to go, like, the car not being able to read signs, it does a phenomenal job despite that. Like, obviously it understands stop signs and yield signs, but it can't read words. And so it does a really, really good job, but there's a lot of things that the car, FSD, is not understanding because it's not reading things. So if we're already this good, once the car can read and understand signs, be that with Grok or whatever, I think it's going to unlock a whole new ability and skill set of FSD. We should go. Nice job. Perfect. So yeah, 14.2.2. Really good. I don't know. We had the harsh break at the very beginning for that bus too, which wasn't ideal. I snapshotted that. So we'll see. I'm curious to get home, edit this, and then look at what the other guys think for their first impressions as well. So that's my review. Really good job. Amazing work from Tesla to like be putting out updates like this so close to the holidays. If you look at most other companies, they basically just take December off. Like I play video games sometimes at home, and a lot of game developers just don't have updates for like the whole month of December and then like the first half of January, because it's like, we're going to take all of December off and then we're going to take time to like get things going in January. So yeah, genuinely, there's a game I play, Rust. Great game, terrible game, but it just doesn't really get any meaningful updates for like a month and a half at this time of the year. And I get it. Some people need time off, but it seems like Tesla AI is not doing that. Like they're grinding. It's 3 days out from Christmas and we got a big update. So thank you so much, everyone at Tesla. If there's even one of you that watches this, I hope all my critiquing, that you understand that it comes from like a place of like love and interest. Like, I think that this is the coolest software in the world, and I think what FSD is doing is incredible. We're so close. It's just, yeah, So that's going to be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, leave a comment, follow, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye.